Alright, we're back with more Detective Pikachu Returns. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, so we gotta go to Rachel and Jessica. They're over here. They were captured by some dude. Look at that guy in the back. Who's he?
Okay?
Yeah. I'm fine too. But they stole something really important.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did they steal? The man in black from earlier. It sounded like he was with a group called Unitas. Unitas? What's that? Unitas? What do they call it? He knew I was carrying something important too. What does this all mean? Breathe, Jessica. It's okay. You're safe now. I can't believe this is happening. I understand it might be difficult to talk about, Jessica, but do you think you can answer some questions? Sure, I can do that. Remember when Tim said, oh man, you know, Butler's in jail and now Jessica's all in the clear. We're good. Right? Remember when he said that? See how well that aged? And then I chimed in and I'm like, dude,
Excuse me?
no. She's still on the hit list. They're gonna get her. The man in black mentioned something called Unitas. Can you tell me more about that? Yeah, you remember that project I told you about before? The one Emma launched with the lab and Rhyme City? It was called the Unitas Project. Huh? They have the same name. It surprised me as well. But why? Why would they use the same name as Mama's project? Jessica told us before that the project was canceled and the lab was shut down. Maybe the guy used to work for the lab back when he was still running. Do you remember ever seeing him, Jessica? No, I've never seen him before. He knew who I was, though. So that man in black just now was with that Unitas organization. There's no way this is all coincidence. Agreed, there's got to be something behind all this.
Excuse me?
Jessica, what did that Unitas guy steal from you? Research data. Emma collected it at the lab. What? You were just carrying it around? Yeah, I kept it on a thumb drive. I thought of it like a good luck charm. But why? Were you planning on continuing with her research? No, quite the opposite. The research data could spell danger for both humans and Pokemon. I figured I should hold on to it to keep that from happening. I can't believe my mom would research something so dangerous. The research itself was about how people and Pokemon could live together in harmony. Emma was specifically focused on the possible interactions between Pokemon and human consciousness. In the middle of her research, she made an unexpected discovery. A way for a human to take full control of a Pokemon's consciousness, or even fuse their own consciousness with it. That's horrifying. You're witnessing it firsthand, Tim. Emma thought so too. That's why she kept her data hidden from everyone at the lab. I was the only person she told where she kept it. She must have really trusted you, Jessica. Yes, but I couldn't fully understand all the data. It was a bit above my level of expertise. When the lab shut down after the R incident, I took that research data with me. And now that Unitas Goon has it. I should have deleted it when I had the chance, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's okay, I understand. Dr. Myers meant a lot to you, and you wanted to remember her. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Unitas must have known what it was, or what was in that research data. How'd they know, though?
What do you think, Tim? Jessica sure gave us a lot to consider, huh?
No kidding.
So, she was attacked by people who were after Emma's research data.
And they called themselves Unitas. The same name as Emma's project. Which means, if we head to the lab...
My thoughts exactly. This mystery's been twisty, but I think we're starting to get it.
You're right. I suspect that...
Wait, Tim. Just a second. I'd like to back up our theory a bit more before we go and get too excited.
How?
We'll start tomorrow morning by organizing all the information we've collected up to now. This view of the bamboo forest is reminding me of Harry all over again.
Did you and my dad come out this way too?
Sure did. This is where me and Harry faced down a rampaging Lairon together. Good times.
That's wild to think about. You and my dad were right here, huh?
Yeah, and it wasn't a cakewalk, let me tell you. Yeah.
I saw these two suspicious guys in the bamboo forest, and when I tried to reason with them, they were having none of it. Yeah, you did technically see them. And Harry couldn't understand me when I tried telling him. Those guys suddenly took off running, and that's when Lairon attacked us. a likely story. Yeah, that's factual. Did Leiron go berserk because of R? Yeah, I didn't know about R at that point, but the vial I found then was a big clue. I see. By the way, what do you mean when you say you tried to reason with them? I wanted to suss them out first by talking to them. Running straight in didn't seem like the right move. They tried to play dumb, said something about having harvesting bamboo shoots. Factual. Then they used some R to make Leiron go berserk. Huh. What's up, Tim? You haven't forgotten about R, have you? What's bugging you? Well, let me ask again. You said you tried to reason with those two suspicious men. Yeah, of course. How's a Pikachu gonna reason with two suspicious men? Pikachu said he tried to do that, but Dad was there too, wasn't he? So how come Pikachu was the one who tried to reason with them? Something else about the story is strange too. I'll clarify some things with Pikachu after I go over what he just said. Okay, how did he try to reason with the two men? Okay, this is just strange. What's strange in Pikachu's story about when he spoke to those men? Two suspicious men could understand Pikachu. No, Pikachu suddenly spoke to those suspicious men without first coming with a plan with Dad to apprehend them, or the two suspicious men didn't listen to Pikachu. It's strange that they wouldn't listen to Pikachu. He can be very persuasive. What? What are you talking about? Wait, am I reading this wrong? Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. Hold on. What? They could not understand Pikachu. Is this one? The suspicious men wouldn't listen to Pikachu. It's not that they wouldn't listen. What is going on? Am I wrong? Am I tired? The two suspicious men can't listen to Pikachu. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't read the fine print. Pikachu's voice sounds like a cry to the average person, so it's strange that they reacted to what he said. That makes sense. Thank you. Sorry. All of those other things are accurate. So how was he able to talk to them? Oh man, maybe he got confused when he heard Dad talking, and now he thinks he's the one talking to them. Alright, Pikachu, you're throwing me for a loop over here, man. Ba-da-ding. That's
Pikachu,
funny, though.
can I have a word with you?
Yeah, finally have a heart-to-heart.
Have a word? What's this about, Tim?
If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you in private.
In that case, let's chat in there.
Okay. Finally gonna sit him down and say, look, dude. Okay, charcoal kiln hut in the bamboo forest.
What's so important that we need to talk alone? Oh, do you need relationship advice?
Yeah, you wish. Ever since we got to this area, you've been acting really strange.
You think so? I guess all those memories rushing back jumbled my brain.
Well, let's start unjumbling it then.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Okay, let's go in chronological order. When my dad came here, do you remember the first thing he did?
Well, Harry came here to investigate the Berserk Pokemon incident. But the gate to the bamboo forest was locked, so I had to borrow the key. After that, we had our fateful encounter.
Don't you find that a little unusual?
Pikachu says he borrowed the key. That's right. But my dad actually borrowed the key. That's right. Pikachu met my dad in the bamboo forest because my dad borrowed the key to open the gate. And then entered the forest. I like that we're interrogating
You never
Pikachu.
met my dad before you crossed paths in the bamboo forest, right?
Yep, that's right.
In that case, don't you think it's strange? I mean, how could you even know about what happened before you met my dad?
Huh? Now that you mention it, that is strange. Maybe I heard from Harry?
After that, you helped pinch him in the bamboo forest?
Yeah. I was by his side the whole time, protecting him until his injury got better. Tracking down the medicine was tough.
But how is that possible?
Pikachu says he stayed by Pancham's side. So how could Pikachu have gone to look for medicine? Right? Yeah, Pikachu says he stayed by the side, who couldn't move, and he went off to look for medicine. He couldn't have done both of these at the same time.
Pikachu, that doesn't make sense. If you were with Pancham the whole time, you couldn't have gone looking for medicine.
Huh? I could have sworn I stayed with him. Maybe I left once to go look around for some medicine?
After Pancham recovered, do you remember what happened next?
Yeah. I heard a Pokemon roar from somewhere way off in the forest. I saw some Pokemon fleeing, so I figured there was something beyond the boulder.
And then what?
I climbed the boulder and continued on. And then I followed Harry and climbed the boulder too?
Just as I thought. Your memories have gotten all mixed up.
That's right. Pikachu says he climbed the boulder to follow my dad. Let's see. So, did he climb up the same boulder twice? Pikachu says he climbed the boulder and continued on. Then he followed my dad and climbed up the boulder again. It sounds like he climbed the same boulder twice, but that clearly doesn't make any sense.
Pikachu. If what you said is correct, wouldn't that mean you climbed the boulder twice?
That's what I said, but... maybe I got mixed up because I saw Harry climb it?
As you went deeper into the bamboo forest, what did you find?
I came across a suspicious duo with a Lairon. And I remember calling out to them. I shouted something like, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" They tried to play dumb, and then the Lairon suddenly came charging at us.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense.
That's right. Pikachu said he spoke to that suspicious duo. So, yeah, was Pikachu able to communicate with them? Those two men played dumb when Pikachu spoke to them, but Pikachu's voice should have sounded like a cry, so it's strange that they even responded to what he said. That doesn't make sense.
That suspicious duo. Isn't it strange that they could understand what you were saying?
Yeah, I guess you have a point. Maybe Harry said it for me?
So, the two of you escaped from danger and decided to become partners. That's when you received the hat, right?
Yeah. I gave this hat to Pikachu as a gift. And Harry put it on my head?
Wow, Pikachu says he gave the hat to himself as a present? But my dad's the one who gave Pikachu his hat. So there was another hat? So there were two Pikachu? Pikachu got the hat that he wears for my dad. It's odd that Pikachu says he gave the hat to himself. All these are correct. I mean... dude, what?
Pikachu, you say you got the hat from my dad, but you also gave it to Pikachu?
That's right. How strange. I'm starting to remember more. This whole thing started with that car accident.
Okay, yes, and Mewtwo's deal from the first game. Yeah, tell us.
Driving my car that day with my
Yep.
partner, Pikachu.
Veered off the road. Flew out of the car.
The brakes failed and we crashed in a valley. And then I got thrown out of the car. Everything started to fade, and I blacked out. All I remember is Pikachu desperately crying for help. But, of course, these memories up to that point were Harry's.
What is the matter? You do not appear to be injured. It is too late for him. He is fading as we speak. You would go that far? I will need your physical form to save him. Even I cannot say for certain what will happen. Knowing this, do you still wish to save him? Very well. However, I have one condition.
That's right.
My cells are being used by some humans for nefarious ends. I want you to retrieve them for me.
Mm-hmm.
The fate of this human rests in the strength of your bond with him. Now.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Yup.
that's what went down between me and Mewtwo.
We assumed
It
that in the
sounds to
first
me
game.
like Dad and Pikachu had a really strong bond.
Yeah. By the way, Tim, don't you want to know what me and Mewtwo talked about after the ER incident?
Yeah, you had to make a
You
choice.
remember what happened then, too?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Crystal clear.
Yeah, tell me. Go on. This is closure. This is what happened at like the very end of Detective Pikachu 1. Met Mewtwo in a back alley. And then there was a choice to make.
Meet up with Mewtwo. Here you are, just like I promised you.
The last of the cells.
Indeed. Thank you.
So, that means it's my turn now.
Before we proceed, there is something we must discuss.
Oh yeah? Don't tell me you can't do it now.
Right now, Pikachu's consciousness and your human consciousness coexist within you. It is a miracle that this balance has endured as long as it has. I can only imagine that your trust in one another has made this possible. If I were to forcibly separate the two...
You're saying you can't guarantee that I'd survive that?
Correct. I would say you have a 50% chance of survival.
That's what I thought. So he's given a choice.
We don't have much time. Have you decided on which one to choose?
Then he
Yeah,
chooses.
I've made up my mind.
He's gonna
I'll
take
take
it?
my chances with that 50%.
Really?
So be it.
Hey, wait a second! When you say I might not survive, do you mean just me, or Pikachu too?
Your fate and Pikachu's are inextricably intertwined.
Then I can't afford to leave this up to chance. Sorry, can you wait before making me human again? Please. I'm sure Tim will figure something out. Besides, I'd like to be here and watch him grow up. I'm sorry, Tim. Can't come home just yet.
That's what I thought.
Very well. However, because you used a move earlier, you are now in a precarious situation. If your human consciousness remains this strong, Pikachu's will disappear.
Then, what can I do?
I will restore the balance between your consciousnesses, and you will forget what you now remember.
Amnesia again? Hey, wait! If you do that, how am I supposed to tell Tim
I don't remember another bit of amnesia or Pikachu acting like he didn't remember certain things. Was it just the conversation he was wiped?
All this time I've been looking for my dad.
And what's the
All
deal?
along, you've been right beside me.
Why was using a move a big deal?
I should have realized it sooner.
You think that's why we could understand each other?
Yeah, that really should have been our biggest clue, huh? After all, you're my own flesh and blood. You've really grown up, Tim. You finally found me. Thank you.
I mean, these are all the inferences that we, we jump to conclusions on with the first Detective Pikachu.
So, what do I call you now? Should I call you Dad?
Huh?
I mean, you're my dad, but you're a Pikachu too.
Yeah. It'd be weird if someone overheard me.
Yeah, it would.
Pikachu is fine for now.
Huh?
Just until I'm back to normal.
Yeah, sounds good, Dad. I mean, Pikachu.
I'd better get back to normal soon, for everyone's sake.
Thanks
Whoa,
to my dad's strong
that's end of
bond with
chapter.
Pikachu, Mewtwo was able to save his life. But our work isn't finished just yet. The name of Emma's project was Unitas, the same name as the organization. We need to investigate the Unity Lab next.
All right, that's end of chapter right there, right around like the 3-hour mark. That's not bad, actually. We got a little bit of time to explore inside the apartment for a little. Say hi to everything. I'm glad that we got a little bit of clarification on that. I'm still very curious about, like, why is it a big deal that Pikachu used a move? Because you used the move, something, something, something.
Pokemon Friendship Week. A variety of events are being held across the city to celebrate. And tonight, Mayor Myers will unveil what he calls a revolutionary device that will make Rhyme City proud. Expectations are high for this device, which is meant to bring people and Pokemon closer together.
Tonight, huh?
Could be the control cubes?
Do you think Mayor Myers is really connected to Unitas?
Of course he is.
Well...
There's only one way to find out. We need to go ask the mayor himself. Let's sum up what we know so far, Tim. Sure. An organization went after Mewtwo and stole my Harry's body from it. The same organization has also been putting cubes on Pokemon that force them to do their dirty work. Right, and that organization's name is Unitas. Which is the same name that Emma, Rachel's mother, used for her final project, the Unitas Project. That shared name, along with the people involved, makes it pretty clear that the two are related. As for lab capable of mass-producing machines as complicated as the cubes, Emma's old facility is the only one around that fits the bill. Isn't it shut down, though? Apparently not. Huh, what do you mean? Word is, some of the people have been going in and out of the facility recently. Where'd you hear that? Tim, do you realize how long I've been living in Rhyme City as a Pokemon? Between all the Pokemon we've met in our cases, I've got eyes and ears just about everywhere. I see, and now that you have my dad's memories back... Yep, I combined that knowledge with the latest info I've gathered. So trust me, the lab is operational.
The abandoned Pokemon Unity Lab. I bet we'll find all the answers there.
Don't forget, we also need to get Dad's body back.
Right. It's gonna be a long day. Make sure you're all prepped, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about all these things about Dad, and Sophia is just like literally right here in earshot distance, and Mom is pretending to be cooking. She's just standing there. So like, what? Oh, there we go, there you go. Yeah, pretend a little more, Mom. You going out again? Just don't do anything too risky. Harry never stopped investigating, no matter how dangerous it got, and he, just please be careful. I will, Mom. Irene, I didn't realize how much you worried about me. I'm sorry. But we've almost solved this. Wait for me, Irene. See, like, why doesn't Tim actually confide this information in Pikachu? When Irene literally sat down the two kids and told them some very personal things that happened between the two of them.
Different from his usual self.
Different how?
It just seems like he's got, I don't know, old man energy now.
What?
Really? He's always seemed like that to me.
Not old. Experienced. Like an experienced great detective.
Am I really acting older since I got my memories back?
What?
Yep.
Oh no, is Pikachu depressed? It's fine, I didn't take it personally or anything. Alright, well let's look at the headlines. Remember, we did 2 side quests. We found the Dreepy and the Drac Cloak, and then we reunited Pawniard with the other thing.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. It's today's newspaper. Oh, yo, we got the pizza. Oh, the pizza. Remember Tim's dad had pizza in his pocket? It's today's newspaper. Why do they have a picture of Detective Pikachu sitting on a mat? I wonder what they're covering. Oh, here we go. Exclusive Great Detective Pikachu. Okay, that's clever. You made the front page, Pikachu? Oh, yeah, I was taking a break after eating at the pizzeria in Bamboo Burrow. It was nice of them to comp us some pizza as a thanks for carrying the charcoal. But did you really have to eat that many slices, Pikachu? Hey, cut me some slack. I was out there moving boulders with Pangoro, and I stopped that golem from rolling right at us, too. That kind of strenuous activity works up the appetite, you know. I didn't expect to make headlines for it, though. Maybe that's a good lesson for you about the dangers of overeating. Please, not eating something so delicious is way more dangerous if you ask me. Right. Remind me again who stuffed himself so full of pizza that he needed to be carried home? Well, yeah, see, sorry about that. Okay, so remember, we did 2 quests, and so now we get 2 headlines. Pokemon Speed Rankings. 1 Pokemon's Incredible Record. This has got to be the Dracloak.
Huh?
Wow, it says that Dracloak fly at over 120 miles per hour. The one that we met was flying really slowly when it was looking for Dreepy. I didn't realize Dracloak can actually fly that fast. It probably didn't want to fly so fast that it flew right past Dreepy. Over 120 miles per hour, huh? Amanda drives like a maniac. But I think Dracloak could give her a run for her money. This is the end of the game. And now this is the first instance of Amanda being mentioned. How come we can't go inside the detective area and see Amanda and her fletchling that probably evolved into a Talonflame by now? Like, am I missing that in the game? And what about the detective? The old dude. I don't remember his name. Not Holiday, the other one. Anyway, don't even joke about something like that terrifying. Okay, so then this is going to be the Farfetch that battled the Pawniard. Here's an article about a book that's coming out this week. The Farfetch Tale? What's it about? It's a historical fantasy novel about Sir Fetched. The wandering warrior Sir Fetched embarks on a long journey full of chance encounters with and fare thee wells. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll fall in love. This adventure story is one for the ages. Wow, sounds like a pretty epic tale. Do you suppose the Sir Fetched we met in the Bamboo Forest ever went on a journey like that? Well, it was no ordinary Pokemon, I can tell you that. By now, it's probably set out on a new adventure with Pawniard. Kinda cool. I mean, is it worth going out there and exploring a little bit more and finding all the side quest answers? Maybe it is, I don't know. Turn on the TV. Let me look at Amelia, who we haven't even mentioned by name yet at all in this entire game. Alright, here we go. Wait, nothing else? Oh, Pokemon Friendship Week. Alright, great. And then there's a little pizza on the table. Can I eat it? No. I want to eat the pizza. Oh, no. Bamboo charcoal pizza we brought back from Bamboo Burrow. They sure make a mean pie. They sure do. It was super generous of the manager to thank us for the help with a free pizza. Still, we got leftovers from yesterday. Maybe I'll have a nibble before we head out. Yeah, that's exactly it. All right, so we are ready to go to the abandoned lab. Dude, a lot happened on this entire case over here, this last chapter, and it's been really fun to see it for sure. Anyway, you guys are great. Thanks so much for watching, as usual. Next up is the start of maybe the last chapter, Chapter 5. We'll see what happens. You guys are the best. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.